That's what people say. Crazy.
You got good crack, bruv.
Crack, bruv. We back, bruv.
You got a good banter. You got quality banter, bruv. Oh, shit.
Barney Rubble.
Yeah. Hey. Woo.
Hey. Do we see them all?
I see them all.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
What up?
What's going on? We got a special celebration today because it is my friend, your friend, our dear friend, Sean's birthday. Give it up.
Happy birthday to
Hey.
Sean.
I was born.
It's a black version for you.
How's it feel?
Feels good. Feels really good.
You feel alive.
I do.
You prevailing in life.
Yep.
You thrive. Another year gone.
Yep.
Another year closer.
To enlightenment.
Yeah.
To the best time of your life.
Exactly.
You're dead.
Haven't lived the best year yet.
There it is.
Yeah.
Really? So you don't have a best year? You just have...
The best year of my life, I don't think it's like something I've already had. Like I would say the best years that's some like live, laugh, love.
All right. All right, Julia Roberts.
No, but I mean.
We all know what's hanging up in Sean's bathroom.
Towels?
And live, laugh, love banners.
Would you just imagine if you came over and everything was live,
All
laugh,
eat,
love?
pray, love.
Yeah.
Eat, pray, sleep.
Everything's like wine.
It's wine o'clock somewhere.
Wine o'clock somewhere and
Wine
eat,
o'clock
pray,
somewhere.
love.
Just empty corks everywhere.
Don't talk to me until I've had my glass of vino.
Dang, Alpha Gino.
But yeah.
It'd probably be like, if I had mine, it'd probably be like smoke, cook, sleep.
Repeat.
Yup, that'd be.
Hey, how's it feel being older though?
It feels great.
There you go.
Yeah, doesn't really. I mean, I feel like the 30s are just one long ass extension of something, but I feel good. I feel like I'm gonna go out there and be somebody.
You gonna be the best you can be?
I feel like you're somebody already, Sean.
I am. I'm a guy inside a guy.
Wait. Currently?
Wait, what? I'm just.
Are you astral projecting being inside someone else?
I guess he's a they them, right?
That doesn't.
Well, technically, if you're... Wait,
I guess
no.
if I'm astral projecting into somebody, then we are together as they.
And them.
Together as one.
Towel.
Yeah, little rave.
Well, speaking of...
Speaking of raves.
Well, yeah, it was end of Pride Month, and we are transitioning into...
No.
I know, you don't have to complain about the employees of
Why
Target
can't it
anymore,
be, like,
Trey.
longer?
What do you got planned for your birthday celebrations? It's not today. It's on
The 3rd.
in a couple days.
I'm planning for everyone to hit up my Venmo, S_M_C_P. And you can send me gifts for things, $50 up.
That's
Yeah,
be very generous of our...
No, just because it's like
audience.
2023, we can't buy anything for less than 50. What? If I try to get two
I
tacos,
definitely could buy you something for less than $50.
it's going to be garbage.
That's your opinion.
I would say like all
No,
of this
I mean-
was less than $50.
The-
Are you
No.
saying that's garbage?
No, because
thought
because
could
the
be
time
there.
that you guys put into that was greater than $50.
Yeah, I mean our hourly rate is pretty.
It's
much
more than
that.
$50.
I know.
It's much more than that.
Yeah,
So.
so-
You guys are suck. I mean,
See? Child labor.
your
Wait,
child.
are you for it?
No, but see, Sean misused us. He got cheap
Well, we're not
labor.
I didn't
child.
hire you.
See, there again.
I misused you because I didn't hire you.
We didn't even sign any
There
sort of
again.
Sign
agreement.
anything to do that.
There again lies the problem.
Yeah, remember that one time? Do we work that festival without
was it?
signing any paperwork?
No, we definitely signed some stuff, but after we
After
started
we
working,
walked up. Yeah.
We worked like a whole day and then showed up the next day and then filled out our W stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if anyone really needs a job and they don't know how to do it, just walk into a warehouse, work a day because no one will know where you are and you can just get passed around, and then go to HR the next day and be like, yeah, I worked yesterday, but I didn't realize
I didn't
I
have a
was supposed
job.
to do paperwork.
I'm the new guy.
I'm the new
No,
guy.
Sean did that. He just came and worked with us at K&N and didn't have a job, but because he worked with us and they hired a bunch of us, they were just like, oh, I guess we hired him too.
Yup. I literally just showed up and I was like, hey, yeah, I think I still have to do my paperwork. They were like, oh, we don't remember you. I was like, oh yeah, I was with everybody else, and I had a job.
And he had a job. Yep.
Boom.
I'm gonna get that.
Shablow.
Yeah, I don't know. Think about I might do some outdoor things.
The
might-
weather's right.
Yeah, I think I might go out to Malibu Canyon or Topanga.
You should do an outdoor OnlyFans. It's
What?
on brand.
What's that even mean?
Outdoor OnlyFans.
Oh, like my OnlyFans, if it were one, would be outdoors
Like bathing in the river,
of like
Minnetonka.
Minnetonka.
Quality.
Like washing your hair under waterfalls or something.
I didn't.
You imagine though, like there's like just kids like and families eating like their stuff. And there's just me
I'm doing a hair flip.
Oh man, all that we're seeing it in slow motion, and then it goes to reality. It's just out there naked, flailing around.
There's children here.
like a fucking fish.
Oh no, but you could do like sleep vids where you're like sleeping naked in canopies or something.
I mean,
That's one way to go.
yeah. You think there's a big market for?
I
mean,
think it's bigger than we.
I think you're always looking for
assume.
alternate streams of
Pause.
passive.
Yeah.
That's not passive income. That's definitely your active.
Yeah.
I did.
Is that impulsive?
I did not sub, but I saw a girl who's like has the same thing. It's like she's always like hiking, doing shit outdoors. I don't even know if I think
She
she,
has
might
a
be living
OnlyFans?
like and I think she's like van life type of woman.
No, it's a niche. I seen it.
I mean, yeah, there are some people that like want that outdoor thing for sure. 100%. I don't know about the sleeping in canopies, but
That's Trey's thing, actually.
now I know what Trey's into.
You could go like salmon fishing, like a bear.
Put bear claws on.
You like arr, splashing in the water, trying to catch a
I'm a
fish.
pirate bear.
You're an
You didn't get over last time. You're still this pirate. Arr. We're back in the water.
We're back in
Arr.
the aquatic seas.
There's a 911. There's this naked dude.
He's a
Thinks
pirate.
bear.
He's a bear pirate. Keeps on talking about being in the aquatic seas.
Oh my goodness.
To your watery grave with me.
Where are you? Raging Waters.
What's the kids park within that? It's like Splash Kingdom or something.
Yeah, you're just in the lazy river. Black bears in the lazy river again.
Yeah, that's a normal thing.
It's a normal thing, it happens from
Yeah.
time to time. Time after time.
I don't know where Josh went. He just magically disappeared. But he was saying that this girl was making $2 million off of sleeping videos.
I was saying that.
You were saying that.
Yeah, Josh
that-
would never say anything.
Josh
like
would
that.
never say anything like that.
No, that's something I would say. But yes, it's true. That's why I was saying to you.
I thought that is something that Josh would tell me. But
What?
Yeah, I know. Some girl, I guess she was a big Twitcher or something like that. But yeah, she's
Twitcher.
Big Twitcher.
got the
When
shakes.
she's the one that does the sleep videos, but she twitches.
She's Michael J. Fox's daughter. But anyway, she's making a lot of money.
That was so. Where are your morals, man?
Trey has no morals. This is a business. You shouldn't have any morals in business.
Thank you.
Trey, just if you didn't
Oh,
know,
man.
Trey is pro big business. He's so libertarian.
People are gonna watch this and they'll see you out in the streets and think that's how you really are.
Really are, yeah. I want to get messed up. But the people
You
that
are
may be
kind of like
offended
half
are-
that. I mean, you're at least like that 50% of the time.
Yeah, no, I want to keep all the money I make, but I do feel bad for people living on the streets.
Oh, I remember you were telling me you kind of like are into that message that DeSantis is sending out of wants to get rid of the IRS. Huh?
Yeah, I don't care for them. They be stealing from me in the open. Ain't nothing I could do about it.
Well, at least they're transparent.
So
about
like you do want the IRS to go bye bye?
In theory, yes.
it. In theory.
Explain this theory.
If there was
How's
a
it
world
work?
that could still work basically how it works now, and they don't take my money, that theory.
I'm gonna get everything I want and have to pay for nothing.
Nothing.
So wait, what about like
Taxes should be donations.
Well, for corporations, they already kind of are, and rich
See,
people.
so
It's
why
kind
can't it
of
be for me like that too?
because you're not rich.
Yeah, I know, and I would only donate a little bit.
Like the rich.
But their little bit to my little bit is a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although you probably put more of a percent in than they
it would
do.
be still bigger
So,
percent
Yeah.
of yearly revenue. But yeah, no, I don't want to. Yeah, I want to get rid of them. Then he starts saying some other stuff. Like, I get what he's saying about like the education board and stuff, but it's not gonna work out like that. I get what he's talking about, like the sports and stuff, but it's not gonna work out like that. So
Wait.
Is it because it is what it is, Trey? Your mantra? Is that why it's not going to work out? Because that's how it is.
No, that's not why it's going to work that way. It's just because it is going to be crazy though, because we are at a time where we've realized if enough people band together, they can potentially change something. So now that we have two huge groups,
Yo, wait up. Don't you think it's always kind of been like that?
no,
I thought we talked last night at length, and you said you can't change anything, whether you're voting or protesting. So why do it?
You can't. It's inevitable. But this is what I'm saying. Beyond that point, now that we have two, no, this is what I'm saying. Now that we have two groups that have ample amounts of people that really don't like each side's, it's not like, because most of the time before there was like the far one side, and then more of a median congregating towards the center.
Moderates.
But now those far sides are way bigger, and the median is way smaller.
I think it's still fairly
I
representative. I think
Do you
it's still
think it's
fairly
the
big.
same sizes, but everyone has technology now, so they have a voice?
Yeah,
that they can
probably.
put
That's
out?
probably what it is.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we just amplifying more. But yeah, it seems as if there's
because now every single person can tell you exactly how they feel, where it used to be like
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
So yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I think that now more people feel like they're empowered because more people feel like them.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
where
and like you don't know if those are even real people or fake people. All you know is like
there's somebody that
DeSantis lover 322 told you
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. So it's just like, I mean, but those are the same people that are making people, unalive themselves. They don't even know if they're real.
Yeah. So wait, what part do you make sense to you on the school thing? With
None of his
DeSantis.
parts. It's just the only thing that I could think about schools that aren't great is that our curriculum isn't the best.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's nothing he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like with charter schools, like that's kind of like what's been happening is like they're replacing public schools with charter schools because they're like, oh, public school hasn't been working, let's put a charter school in. It just it kind of gets, I guess the mission goes off the rails because it's like the grades don't get better, like or you like exclude a certain part of the population and you only want like maybe more well-off people to go to a certain school, and it doesn't work out, but that seems like the direction that we're trending in.
Well, it's just like now, like if you graduated high school and you got a diploma, it's the same thing theoretically from the people that went to like continuation schools, right? But it's not looked at as.
Oh, you mean like a GED?
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they get a diploma from a school.
No, I'm saying like
No, it's not a GED. It's
No,
a
like
diploma
the-
from
yeah,
a school.
the
But the
continua-
school isn't accredited like a normal school is. So when you
Oh,
try to
okay,
go to
yeah.
college,
Mm-hmm.
colleges look at you, depending on the college you go to, and say, well, these credits aren't real credits.
Yeah.
We're not going to accept these credits.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I actually ever graduated college. I walked.
You
I
didn't
think
go
I'm a
back and
couple
finish.
down. I think I'm like
Wait, did they
like literally 2 credits down for this one class. But I have a job. I hope my employer's not listening. I mean, I'm merit based. It doesn't matter about my qualifications.
Wait,
I'm-
would they even like?
Bro, most jobs.
Do you
like,
need a bachelor's degree to have your job?
I mean, you don't need anything.
it's
like
a
you
requirement
need,
that they don't ask you to see.
you need skills more than anything.
Just like most jobs. Like most jobs.
Oh yeah, they'll never ask me to see my. Yeah.
No, nobody
All you
will
gotta do is
ever.
say, yeah, I went
nobody
there,
ever
because
will.
it has no correlation to what you're doing.
Mhm.
And you can
Yeah.
just say, I lost it. I don't have it. Like, what the fuck? Do you,
Yeah.
No, they were talking about it on Fig Community the other day. This guy was like, they weren't picking up on what he said, and he goes, "I never graduated high school, but I bought a degree." They were like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I paid $500, got my high school diploma that I never went to school for, that let me get my TSA job."
Crazy.
Because if you have a piece of paper, what is the job going to be?
Yeah, yeah,
Especially for a high school, they're like,
yeah,
you graduated.
Yeah, they're not gonna be like, let me call really quick and make sure that
And
this
that's
is
what
real.
he's like. It was for TSA. It wasn't like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
we're working at Burger King. Got a government job with a fake diploma, so obviously they don't care about it
At all. I've never had anybody ask for any of that stuff.
I applied to be TSA once.
Yeah, they don't
Really?
ask.
Or
They
twice.
just,
Yeah, I've actually applied for both TSA to like scan the baggage. I don't know if they ever saw I have a record, so maybe that's why they never called me back. But then I also applied to be a flight attendant. I would have been good at that.
Concierge Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I like being
Roasted
younger,
or salted?
a pilot would have been cool.
Always roasted.
What if they're honey?
Roasted. Those are the best.
That's the only one I want.
That's the only roast
I mean, I like
want.
other roasted shit.
Like?
Give me 1
Cauliflower,
second like this.
Brussels sprouts.
Like roasting brain
Chicken.
cells to helium?
Technically, I'm not roasting them.
Oh my god!
I am aerating them.
You just freeze
Aspirating.
them. They just fall.
I'm
out.
They
aspirating
are
them
lighter
with
than
helium.
air.
They're just asphyxiating off.
Mother of God.
Yeah, you know. Roast on. Roast on. What
Yeah.
we talking about? What we touching on?
Oh,
Well,
well-
we were talking about DeSantis, and you were talking about the school thing, and
yeah, he's like, I could see his appeal. Obviously, he's wild, but he's just like any other president. He can't truly do what he's talking about. Just like no president
Empty
has ever done what
promises.
they
Well,
talk about before they get elected.
you think
I mean,
though, like,
Obamacare.
do you think though that I mean, I think Obama did.
I'm not gonna say anything because he was black.
Wait, why won't you say anything because he's black?
Is that because of morals?
Like you don't want.
No, that's because of the brotherhood.
Yeah, you don't want to say anything bad
No
about
snitches.
Yeah, he's cool. We
Yeah.
like him. I like him.
I mean, like, I think I will say I think he did a lot of great stuff.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
if he
good.
did, even
He
though
did
he
a
did,
lot.
even though he
Did a
didn't
lot
believe
of
in,
good.
even
Dude,
though
I
he
think
didn't
your
believe in
voice is a
legalizing.
little bit stuck.
He did a lot of good. We're just not gonna classify for which type of people the good was for, but he did a lot of good.
Oh, I wasn't even saying good, but I think I was just saying he said he was gonna do things, and then he did them.
Oh, then Trump too. Then
Yeah, I wasn't. But as you said that presidents don't do the things they said they were gonna do. I
well, like the
disagree.
big things, like the big reform things, like we're
I'm-
gonna clean up the streets of America, baby.
That's not even. That's just
I know,
jargon.
but
That's just like
that's
that's
things
not
I'm
even a
talking
reform.
about.
Rhetoric.
And
Yeah.
that's the things I'm talking about. Like DeSantis is saying, like the things he's saying, he can't really
I don't
do.
know.
He can get closer by like the school thing. He can take out trans sports closer to what he wants, but he can't just.
Yeah.
And the business thing, I'm kind of down with that because, like I said before, Chick-fil-A ain't open on Sundays. That's discrimination. I'm not Christian.
Well, that's a private business, though. Why are you shrugging at
Yeah,
it
you
like
can't.
That? I mean,
That
you can't.
doesn't-
You can't.
You can't fight that.
If you're private, you can do whatever you want. Like,
Yeah.
So maybe that's all he's saying.
no, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because
Obviously, if you're a public company that's traded, you would have to go along with what people are investing or wanting you to do.
Yeah.
So I would only think then he's talking to public businesses in this sense.
no,
Like,
I
they
mean,
would
like
have the
about
right
what?
like there's all
having
these.
the right to discriminate against.
No, that I think that
LGBTQ.
kind of applies to like everyone. That's like a federal thing. That's why they're saying the Supreme Court struck down or upheld or some shit that allows
allows the businesses to
Christian
discriminate.
businesses to discriminate against queer LGBTQ
Who said
people.
Christian businesses?
Because that's the only people that are talking about it. That's the only people causing the fuss.
Do you think that discrimination's the right word?
No, but
Because I think that's like because like I'm not okay. Like I'm not saying it's okay, but if somebody runs a bakery and they don't
kind of
wanna-
like when you're at the beach and it's like no shoes, no service.
yeah, wait, yeah, I guess yeah.
In a loose way of
Because
saying
they
it,
can
it's
say
kinda
like I don't want to.
this,
Yeah, they don't.
This place is a place of business that caters to people that don't follow that ideology. So allowing you to come in here may disturb the customers that do want to come in here and freely spend their money.
I'm not even going that far. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying-
if somebody owns a company,
They should have the right to be able to do.
that's
run
not
their-
that's a private.
that's a
company.
private
to
company.
Yeah.
turn down service against anyone?
Yeah, that's a private company.
But that's by nature, that's discrimination, then, isn't it? For whatever
See,
reason, it's still discrimination.
I don't know if I like in the
That's just
in the
refers,
def-
refusal to do business with you. That's not discriminating.
Well-
Based on beliefs, yeah, that is. Well, then what's discrimination? What's the definition of that to you?
Well,
Racial discrimination. You're turning
yeah,
turning
if
them
you
away
focus
because
on
of their
one-
race.
mhm.
Then
Uh,
yes,
sexual,
okay, then
like,
fine. Then there's
um,
nothing wrong with discrimination. Okay. If that's a stance I got to make, that's a stance I got to take.
But like, I don't think you have to do.
I
Black.
mean, wasn't trying to.
I don't think I
that's
go
such a
black and white.
general-
If I walked into
generalization of
your
that.
bakery and you were like, I don't want to serve to you
That
because
happens.
let's just say I was wilding out and you were like,
Perfect example.
I don't want. I'm not going to say he's discriminating against me because I'm a like white.
Just I don't
Or
want
was
to
it-
serve
but you
him.
don't serve
He's being a nuisance.
On
in
the
business.
other hand,
of course,
if people are like, we don't serve LB, or like whatever,
Mhm.
I'd say, yeah, that's discrimination. Like if you say like blatantly, like we just don't serve your kind, like how has been said before in our past and history, that's discrimination. That's a terrible thing. At the same time, if we really believe in our like free market, which I think is some part of the aspect of capitalism and everything, how are you gonna say no to
Business, any type of business.
yeah, like how do you tell people no? Because ideally, then, if you want to not serve KKK members, you should be able to be like, nah, bro, you
exactly.
like,
I
no.
don't want to sell to you.
Yeah, I saw your truck. It had a giant
But then
Confederate
that's the-
flag.
that's
That's still
the-
discrimination. Yeah, I'm not saying that isn't.
But
I'm
that's
like,
what I'm
No,
saying.
yeah,
If
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the stance I gotta live on, then yes, discrimination
that's
is
what
fine.
I was just
And
like,
then-
speaking through that, where it's
Yeah.
just like, in that sense, yeah,
It's a reality and I think that's the more of the talk we need to talk about. People don't like to be like, yes, this is the reality of things. Discrimination don't just mean, it's a lot of things. You can't just put a blanket statement on it.
mm-hmm.
So when we were like, oh, you're discriminating, yes, they're gonna pass. It passed because yes, they're not wording it in a way probably where it says we're only discriminating against LGBTQ people. It's probably in a way of saying we want to have the right to refuse service to anyone. And it should be their right to be able to.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
I mean, I'm not very well versed in like the ruling and everything, but I believe it is based specifically, like the cases and the examples have been, Christian businesses have the right to turn
But
down like LGBTQ.
what does gay look like? What does LGBTQ look like?
Well, like I saw, I mean,
if you're
this
just
is
a
like
patron in a place, what does that look like? How
well,
could someone
like
be like,
say like
well, they
oh
might just look at you with your partner and be like,
yeah,
hey, you guys, you're holding his hand.
could be
so-
homies?
we don't hold hands.
But I'm just saying, like, I
Well,
see
it's
stuff
all
all the
assump-
time,
it's
and you
assumptions.
could assume something.
Yeah, but we live in California. I'm guessing some places, like if people are like in Minnesota, I don't know. I'm not hating on Minnesota. I'm just that's what I picked. And there's a gay couple out there, and they probably aren't going to be seen the same way as walking around LA. Maybe, I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I just
Well,
think,
people will also say Minnesota, Ohio, wherever they're going to conduct themselves different than if you're in Los Angeles. Like I think
Yeah.
over here, you feel more free. You're more comfortable to be yourself, display your affections and everything. Whereas, yeah, over there, I think you have like you probably conduct yourselves in a different way.
maybe.
But
yeah.
like say like like two people come in and a guy comes in, he's like, oh, I want to bake a birthday cake for my husband, and they're like, oh, sorry, we don't want to serve you.
Well, okay, but on the reverse side, why would you want to support a business?
I agree with that.
if they didn't want
Yeah.
your business.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you don't go in there thinking, oh, they don't accept me.
but once you,
find
learn
out there.
that, there's
Well, yeah,
millions of places to shop.
Well, yeah, obviously, but there's plenty of options. But it's like they have a good reputation and stuff, and then you've had other friends that go there, and then you go there and you're like, oh,
Well,
shit.
everything can't be for everybody. See, that's my whole thing. Everyone wants everything to be for everybody, and it just can't be so.
So how do you feel about the ban on affirmative action? Like with
That's like another thing too. Yeah,
I
it's
believe
like
that's
the same
specifically
thing.
for education, though.
yeah,
It
it is for
is,
education.
yeah.
But how do you feel about that? Like 'cause
It could be worded both ways to where you could see how both sides are trying to word it to make it benefit their sides.
Do you think that affirmative action should have been there in the first place?
Probably not.
Do you think that? So like when I'm curious about this, like because the statement was that the idea was like by striking down affirmative action, it makes a more colorblind United States. Like what does that mean?
In
to you?
theory.
What's that mean to you? Like when you hear that?
When I hear that in theory, it says we shouldn't just hire people based off of just what they look like, and that's all I'm hearing.
yeah.
Well, okay, so
You shouldn't have a luxury to get a job, and this goes for any color of skin. You shouldn't have a luxury getting a job just off solely the way you look.
I agree. Do you ever look at me and just not see? I'm not saying you're thinking, oh, he's white, Sean's white, but do you not notice that I'm white?
What do you mean?
What I mean is like, how do you remove how do you actually stop people's ability to see a
can't.
color? So that's what I'm asking you. Is like, what
There
does that even
is-
make does that even make sense when they're like, we're gonna make a colorblind America? Is that even possible?
No, but it's impossible. It's impossible.
Well, okay, so like the
That's
original.
what I'm saying. There's things that people want. That's It's an impossibility.
So what do you think about that, Josh? Though.
Well, I mean, obviously affirmative action was there for a reason. There was a disparity in like staff, whether it's for a school or a company, the amount of just melanated individuals on something. There was like disparity between that and their white counterparts. And okay, so I just wanted to ask you.
Don't disagree with that. That's all factual information.
Okay, so like let's say everything's merit based and stuff. It was put there in place because I feel like even if somebody was qualified, they still wouldn't get the job because of the color of their skin. And so this was like put in place with the intention to like say some sort of like not necessarily equalize, but like maybe start to tighten the gaps.
I understand and hear what you're saying, and there's the opposite side that could say the exact same thing. There could be some white people that feel like they've got X'd out of jobs because just the way a person looked.
Yeah, but then I'm just saying beforehand.
And we know this to be fact for colleges and stuff. Colleges will definitely, we know who they're going to give the money to.
Okay, well let's look at it like the fact at hand was
grants.
You've been seeing you've been seeing like the figures and stuff, like because it was a group of Asian American students that I believe it was against Harvard. They were suing them because they was like students against affirmative action. It was I believe a Chinese American student who got a perfect score on their SATs, top percentile of like everything, not a valedictorian, but he got a perfect score on SATs and he did not get into Harvard, and he felt he was wronged, and he was like, because he was like, it was affirmative action that somebody else, I deserve a spot. Yeah, they got I had a higher GPA thing. Somebody else took my spot. But
what was that thing that we were talking about though? What are they called again? Oh yeah, a private institution, private business.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
But the whole thing is because
but that's also like keep money in the family type of shit.
Well, but you've also heard that it's like they're saying that it was like a black or brown student that's taking my place rather than another Asian American. But if you look at stats, Asian Americans take up 6 to 9% of the overall population.
Give me true stats before you speak though, because we're a lower population anyway. We're a lower part of the populace. So when you start looking at those numbers, they're skewed anyway to begin with.
What do you mean?
I'm saying student populations, overall population, Asian Americans make up 6 to 9% of the whole population. At I believe MIT, Caltech, probably pretty similar at all these top tier universities. Asian Americans make up like 20 to 30% of the student body.
Okay.
But they're saying that this is not even having to do with the color of your skin, but it's legacy students that are actually taking up all the spots where they are not based on merit, but they get into these schools because their parents donated,
money.
or they went to these schools, they donated to these schools, and they did extra effort on their parts to get these kids in where they didn't deserve it.
What's your question to me?
I'm saying like that's not a meritocracy. What you're saying, like people should get jobs or places in school based on their merit, their accomplishments, but
at public schools.
So you're saying that people shouldn't, even at private schools, they shouldn't get it? I know you're going to say.
I'm saying at a private school,
they could do whatever
you are privy to the private school's rules, and if you, like anything, you signed the contract, you're willingly agreeing to the rules. I am sorry if you don't like the terms after you've agreed to the contract.
You know, these figures are pretty similar at public schools too.
What's the difference with LeBron James son going to USC? That's legacy. What's the difference?
I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything right with that. I will say though, like there should be no surprise for people that's pay to play. Like that's just the kind of
that's what we live in. You want to go to the best. You want to get the best stuff on your resume.
I remember like
you ain't gonna just work your way up. You gotta pay.
No. Yeah, and I remember when I was like signing up for colleges, like I was like, damn, it kind of sucks because I'm middle class.
Looked at as white,
and I'm white. Yeah, and I was like, so that kind of sucks because I'm not the smartest of all the white people, but I also don't look like really Middle Eastern. I can't.
Not
really,
enough to-
and I'm not. And I also don't speak didn't speak Arabic. I couldn't like lean into that side of
Can't
things.
say it's my religion.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you can
he
you
said-
do qualify for grants.
No,
for
I-
thing, but like I know what you mean to get into school.
to get yeah. It's like there's just that side. So like I remember thinking that signing up for places. And I remember not applying to certain schools
Just
I
because
was like,
of like, it's like,
it's
what's the
just-
chances?
well, I looked at I just looked at the percentages and I was like, like
Off of that, you
5%.
said, what are my
I was like, yeah, I was
chances?
like that
Yeah.
makes no sense for me to try this. Which I'm not saying it's a good thing or people should follow that pattern, but
It's pattern in play.
yeah, but you know what though, like private schools, unfortunately, they can do whatever they want. Also, the reason why they are what they are is because of
Private
the
money.
Yeah, so like that should never be a surprise. I don't
You don't
think
even have to
because-
have a degree to be a high school private teacher.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. No, yeah, you don't. No,
Well, like
yeah,
You don't.
because you're not. It's not.
It's not under the Board of Education.
Yeah.
They're not governing what their curriculum is.
Mhm.
well, so then these are all institutions upholding status quo, and do you think that should change or it shouldn't change?
Well,
Well,
what does it matter
would
what
it
I
just
think
go
when there's
back
hundreds
to-
of years that back it?
Well, I'm just asking you.
I
Of course,
like,
it should
just
be
because-
different. Of course, it should be.
Yeah, but
different.
then I feel like
there
it would-
shouldn't be
I
a
would-
difference between Chaffee College and Harvard.
I mean, Chafee was called, the nickname is Harvard on the
Hill.
Hill. So I mean,
But I'm
hey.
saying when you look at it as in your education, you should receive from both schools. There should be no difference, at least for your undergrad for the Harvard
Yeah.
versus Chaffee. But we know for sure, at least if you have that piece of paper and you are going for a higher caliber job where they're going to think looks better.
Well, that's the whole thing. It makes a closed loop system.
Do you think the status quo is a real thing though? Because like,
To a certain degree.
well, but like, all right, 2,000 years is common era, right? So in the past 2,000 years, how many things have actually stayed status quo? Like,
Breathing, drinking, and having sex.
but you know what I mean? Like, I like to your point. Like, I don't want those things to stay. I want them to change. But I also think like they're going to change. I can't say which way.
Which way?
I can't say which way. I know which way I want
would-
them to go. Yeah, I want it to be. I fall much more into the equity for everyone, like social equality.
Little Robin Hood.
Yeah, I mean, not even in the sense of robbing the rich. It's just like if you're gonna give that person that opportunity, then this person should have that opportunity. But I don't agree in like you give this person this thing, so then you have to give this person that thing. It's like it's like opportunities should be available. You know,
That's what I hear when I hear that people complaining about certain things. It's like because that person got it,
yeah.
and we have the exact same everything, then I should be able to get the exact same thing. It's just like, well, bro, have you ever lived life?
Yeah, because I mean, like,
things don't work like that, man.
and things don't work like that in the animal kingdom.
But that's also saying like, I mean, Animal Kingdom, I would say that's a little different, but like you're essentially saying like, that's just not the way it works. So
It can't work.
why are you trying to change it? Do you want to change it? Because there's no point.
I think you
That
can
kinda
change
comes
as
down to
much
what
as
you're
you
saying.
can, but
You can change as much as you
do
can.
you
but
think that like you can't control? I want to change as much as I can for a more equitable world, but I can't control that.
basically every private school makes enough money, or at least all the top private schools make enough money to pay every student that goes to the school, right? To pay them and still be profitable.
Well, their endowments are I don't think in the billions, but they're in the hundreds of millions.
It's in the billions.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like the Ivy Leagues, they're all
the big boys
very
have
well
so much, and they just keep on getting more money every year.
Yeah, well, it's also like if you have a business and you put it in and you connect that family with the business, it's one giant mafioso
Exactly.
connecting.
Which I don't see anything really wrong with when I boil it down to little things. It's just like when I was younger, my friend's dad had a job. I didn't have to apply for the job. He gave me the job.
Yeah.
There could have been somebody that was well qualified for that job that applied for it, needed it more than me.
Do you think as a society, though, because everyone is connected, there is a point where if something gets so big, it should be regulated? Because we're a society and we're connected? Because, like, big money gets to a point where it becomes the gravitational pull. And, like, at that point, to Josh's fit point, like, shouldn't that change? Like, shouldn't that?
I mean,
But
like,
to my point is, then why?
because
I just said why.
Because time changes things, and
Okay.
society structures, everything. I feel like it should adapt to the changing world.
But
we don't have the same rules that we did in 1900, 1800, 1700. So, I mean, that's why like people are so bent on the Constitution. They want to follow it word by word. They want to follow the Bible word by word. But you don't live word by word on the Bible.
But
So
that's what I'm saying. Now these smaller groups are becoming bigger, real big. You got people that feel like you guys. You know, things should change. But then you have the whole other side. This is what we've been profiting off of this.
Yeah,
exactly the status quo. Yeah.
yeah. But
So
what,
how
what I
are
mean,
you
though-
guys going to change this when you have no power, no money, no positioning?
Totally. That's why I said, as a society, shouldn't it be set up as like? Isn't there a point where a small group gets so big that they're now more powerful than the
I
rest
think
of
that's
society?
kind of what we're seeing right now. That's what I'm saying, though. But both these small groups are really big and powerful.
I don't think they're that big though, because we're only 350 million people out of like 8 billion.
No,
We're
but I'm talking
small.
about like our society, though. I say the small right wing is getting way bigger than they have been
Yeah.
in the last 10 years. And I
Yeah.
think the super liberal side is getting way bigger than it's been in the last 10 years. I feel that the people in the middle have went and found their sides more than they have the middle.
I don't think so.
don't
I
think
think
so.
it's they're just
Really?
not as vociferous. I think it's like the opposite ends of the spectrum. They're being more vocal than they ever have,
'Cause
and
they have
they're,
platforms.
they are getting more followers and supporters. But it's not like there's not more anarchists. I mean, yes, there are more than there ever was because of just the amount of population. But
Yeah.
there's like not as many. I think there's still so many central moderate people that they're just like, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane and do my own thing, and I'm
But
not
what
gonna
is
raise
that
a fuss.
own lane? What is that? Which is probably
It's all-
what stay
it's
in
all
the
like-
status quo, right? I'm
Yeah.
not going to make
Yeah.
a fuss. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna,
I think a lot of people follow that.
I think that's more
Yeah.
than either the opposite ends. I think it's more in the center, and that's not to say middle class, but I'm just saying like because you're talking
and to
about
me,
like
the status quo
political
is
leanings.
keep things going because they sell you that dream that it's the glimmer of hope that you can potentially make it.
Yeah. That's why everyone believes in the American dream, which is also why though when people like I know like there's that Schwarzenegger special when he was like
Oh.
he was like saying like how when he came over here he's like yeah like I know there was bad things but I didn't see him, I saw the American dream. It's like he's like I knew that there was like
all this other stuff going
yeah,
on.
because I think he came over during Vietnam. So he was like, it's like the hippies, and they were saying no to war and stuff like that. But like, he just saw the American
Tunnel
dream.
vision,
Yeah. You know, though, who I feel like, well, maybe they do have television in a weird way though. Is the French. Like,
They always have, though. They were really racist.
well, I was gonna say they've been on their like riot shit forever. Cause
well,
like,
they
Yeah.
I
They've
mean,
always had
They-
two big enough groups going at each other.
I just think about like the bourgeoisie and them just fucking rising.
I don't
up
think
and
it's like
cutting
two
heads
groups.
off.
I think it's the authority government
Yeah.
versus people.
Yeah,
And I feel like
I
it's
agree.
much more. It's not two groups, civilians and stuff again
Mm-mm.
butting heads. I feel like it's the people and government,
Mhm.
and government tries to, like
The
what's it
government
called?
People.
What?
But
Aren't
you
the
know,
government
but it's
people?
not like it's like government agent, like it's government agency versus
Mhm.
populace agency.
Have they been able to change a lot over there?
I believe. I don't know what's happening with. They tried to turn the age of retirement from like 60 or 62 to like 65. And there was a lot of protest over that. The latest stuff in France is, I believe, the police shot and killed a 17-year-old immigrant for, I don't know if it was like refusing to pull over or get out of his vehicle or what, but then that's the latest stuff that's happening a lot of in the suburbs of Paris and stuff like that.
So just normal life.
I don't know if that's so well. I hear what you're saying, but the recoil is not the same.
I mean, there's definitely not as many. The police over there aren't murdering in the same rate as over here. Like over here, yeah, it could probably happen like every day. Somebody's murdered by the police.
Well, I wouldn't say by the police, but at least
Oh,
some.
Oh no, for
for
sure.
sure,
Murder. No,
every
but like
day,
if you
easy.
average it out,
Well,
there's
if you
definitely
average it out,
there's
yeah.
definitely more than 365
Police police
Yeah.
shootings and murders a year.
Yeah.
But in France, in Europe, it's definitely a lot less. So I think those ones stick out a lot more. And then when it's someone that is young and not of French citizenship or ethnicity or whatever, it sticks out.
Yeah.
So I think over here we're kind of caught up in the whole machine, the day-to-day, the grind mindset, that we're like, we care about those things. It's not like we don't care. It's like we're so preoccupied with other things that we don't have energy left to like, oh, I want to do something about it, but fuck, man, I'm tired. I'm real sleepy. I just want to be cozy.
And that's why we smoke so much weed.
That's why it's the best.
But the French though have been on their riot game for like that's I think is something different. Like we had our riot, we had our I don't want to call them riots, but you know, like
Civil War.
No. I mean like in 2020.
Oh.
Well, it's just.
But
I believe that there's like much more in Europe in general, and I think all over the world, except over here. I feel like we are a bit isolationist. There's less of a sense of community. Yeah, maybe in a small town or something, but in cities, like there's so much of like you're just fighting to survive. You're just like kind of scraping by. So it's like, what else can I do?
I'm just like it's wild. Like,
But they go fucking hard.
They go hard. They like blow like cars decimated.
I saw
buildings decimated.
a video of a guy throwing an actual hand grenade at the police over there. I was like, wow.
That's crazy. I think so. My boss is going to Paris for vacation. I was just like, damn. I wonder how many people like are staying in that area. They're like, oh, summer vacation canceled because riots on the street of Paris.
I'd be down
to riot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you play Paris in Flames by Thursday?
No, it'd be niggas in Paris.
That makes, I guess, more sense.
I'll be turning up.
It gets the people going, I heard.
Just Trey's the only American. Where did he come? Why is he here?
Also hard.
Yeah. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Put me
Try
in,
to
coach.
find me.
I want to go run with the Bulls too. That'd be dope.
They don't do that anymore, I don't think.
They do.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I want to do that
I'm
big
serious.
orange. I want to
Because
do
you
that
think
big
you
orange
can
fight.
win.
He's gonna go super
Remember
saiyan
what?
in front
Remember
of the
what
bull.
happened last time you put a challenge down to running? You lost.
Oh, is that what happened? Did you? That was the running the mile, right?
It's-
Between you
it's-
guys,
Yeah, it's the fastest.
who can run the fastest?
Yeah.
It's
mile?
how you look at things. I didn't lose.
No,
I
you-
don't think I lost.
I learned that
No,
I
for
need to
sure,
next
you
time. I
lost.
need to run
I
faster.
felt like I won. Like it was a win for me. I won and Sean won. We won in different ways.
So like,
so which way did you win? You
I
learned
won
from
in
it?
what place did you come in?
I won in a.
What place did you come in?
Well, there's no places in life. It's just how you finish.
In the race of
Well,
one
but it
I
was a
versus
finished
two.
race.
well.
Did you? What place did you finish? Yeah, I finished.
Yeah, I finished. Yeah, but what place? Well,
I said
I finished.
there's no places in life. It's just where you finish.
so you ran slower than me.
No, we probably start at different times.
No, but like your
different times a
your
day.
hour,
or like-
your mile took a longer minutes. You took more minutes to run a mile.
What is
than-
time?
It's a constructive measurement to measure one point to another.
You must have been on the metric system when I was on good old American Standard.
That's imperial, which is British, I guess.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
there.
So you're imperial.
Can never escape the monarchy, you know.
They're everywhere.
The queen must die.
Yeah, I could just see you, man.
She-
You'd be like,
she did.
"Here comes the bull,"
So
and
funny
then
that we were in London.
oh,
when
we were
she
in
died.
London.
Yeah, I want to run with the Bulls. I could because I can win.
Honestly,
Pamplona.
thanks for bringing back that sad memory of getting off the airplane in Heathrow and being like, "Oh, the Arsenal game is canceled."
The sad memory for me was when we were at LAX and we're like, "Oh, the Queen died," and then we're like, "Oh."
Is that gonna
We
affect
did-
us?
Is that going to
Yeah.
affect things?
And then we're just like, nah, they don't do that in America.
Yeah,
if
like,
the
no
president
one-
were to die, we
Yeah.
we
Yeah, we're
we
like-
legit were saying that. We're like, if the president were to die,
We'd be
we
sad
still,
for a day.
we'd be sad for a day, but they ain't gonna cancel football.
No
or
way. They ain't
basketball
at
or
all.
at all.
At all. There's
Like,
no way.
Just a cheeky little guy.
For sure,
man.
not football.
It's
They
just
just be
cheeky
all
little
out there
guy.
in like black helmets or something.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing that would be canceled would be baseball that day.
not even baseball.
I feel like baseball's that kind of game where they'd be like,
I feel like
Nah,
that's
they
America's
juice up.
pastime.
Then they
America's
juice up
pastime.
for America and try to hit some more homers for whoever. They bring back Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire.
McGuire.
They bring back Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, have them juiced up.
Just juice.
Yeah, just hitting home runs for whoever we
Don't
lost.
forget Barry Bonds.
Bro, you know,
Barry Bonds.
Sammy Sosa's the same skin tone as Mark McGuire now.
I know he had that Michael Jackson.
What the fuck happened?
Wait, did
You haven't seen Sammy yet?
no?
Ooh,
Bro, can we have you look at him real quick?
Sammy
I'll look him up.
Just look at Sammy Sosa. He looks
Like
like
some sort of.
he
like-
looks like if
Came from
okay,
the
Sean, have you
underclass.
ever watched The Wiz, or you know what The Wiz is?
Yes.
The black version of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa now looks like if a black version of what's the Johnny Depp movie where he's the Mad Hatter, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Mhm.
He looks like a black version of that.
I don't even know black version. He looks so much weird now.
Whoa.
He just looks fucking weird.
But you know what I mean?
You know that singer? You know that singer Jason Mraz? He kind of looks like a
like a bad Jason,
like a.
Jason on Cancer.
Was this the picture you were talking about with the Mad
No,
Hatter hat?
look at the, there's one where he's wearing like purple. Look at the one where he's like wearing purple. He's
Sammy
like
Sosa purple.
he's like super
Sammy
pale.
Purple.
Sammy Purple.
Purple Sosa.
I fell in love with the Sosa.
yeah.
He
I don't
looks
think
bad.
they would shut anything down. I mean,
It would.
I feel like they would. I
You
feel like
really
they would.
think so?
Day of.
yeah, day of. That's what we said.
That's
we said day of. That would be it.
But
There's
you
no
said
way-
just baseball.
But I think
you
only
said just
baseball.
I feel like they would shut off.
It depends
all
on what
sports.
president. Let's be honest, guys. If Biden were to go,
They would still do it. It's just by decorum. By decorum. I mean, no. I mean, they would still cancel.
I don't
the
know if they
sports.
would cancel it.
Which sports? You think them all?
Big three.
Racquetball?
Big three.
Pickleball,
Because I could
Big
see,
three, like
I
the
can't-
league.
They wouldn't.
Like
Big
Trey's,
three.
but like Trey's
Ice
favorite
Cube's
league.
Ice
Big
Cube's
three.
league. That's
They
the
would.
only league.
They would. Yeah, they would only stop the big three out of
Because they
respect.
wouldn't stop.
Football.
They wouldn't. I
think they would.
I don't think they'd stop football. They wouldn't stop.
They wouldn't
like,
stop hockey.
They
That's
wouldn't
what
stop
I think.
hockey. Wouldn't stop golf. Wouldn't stop tennis.
Basketball.
Basketball, they might.
I feel like they would.
Because there's too many black people playing, they have to sit them down. Optics.
No, I was just thinking like
The president.
it might be some Adam Silver.
If
shit.
you're not voting, what did he say?
He
What
might-
did Biden
like
say?
he
If you're
might
not
be
voting
like,
for me,
He
uh,
you're
seems
not
like
black.
he's AI. What were you saying, Josh?
What did Biden say in his like before he got elected? He's like, if you're wondering if you should vote for me, then you're not black or some.
Oh
shit like that.
yeah, damn.
He's always saying questionable stuff.
I was like,
He's
do I
He's just questionable.
really want to vote for this guy?
That's why I didn't vote for him. I also didn't vote.
I'm gonna vote like this. Like normally, I'm
and
like,
then people go, you got to go for the lesser of
did you
evils.
vote? Did
I
you
hate
vote?
that
Did
shit.
you vote local though?
Yeah.
I like this one especially. I don't care about the. Like I feel like to Trey's point.
Don't
Trey
put
does-
this on me. I
No,
believe
like,
in American privileges. Vote, baby. Only you.
When's the
have
last time
right
you voted?
to change?
He voted for.
I voted for
the
Bush.
last time I voted was for class president in second grade.
You voted for Obama's second term.
I voted for Obama first term. That was it.
Yeah, no, but like I feel like I understand not voting for a president. I understand that there is a feeling of helplessness when it comes to federal government, but I feel like at a local
no,
level.
Sean's right. I only voted for Obama's second term.
Oh,
I
you
didn't vote
first
for
term.
for
I was
Obama.
like,
Damn, were you a
wait
little
up.
iffy? You were like,
I needed. It was looking rough for the black dude, so I had to go out there for him.
Yeah, because I was like,
Yeah, no,
Is it
second-
gonna-
second
He was established. He
term.
had great hair. Like, did you see his hair before he got
He
president?
had to
was
be.
good.
He had to be spotless, dude.
do you see? You ever? You know Hassan Minaj? Is that his? How you say it?
Mhm.
Osama bin Laden.
Minaj.
Hassan
Menage
Minaj.
a
Misa-
trois?
Is that his?
Hassan Minaj, yeah.
Yeah, Hassan. Do you see his interview with Obama
I know you're
recently?
No. Is it good?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's just funny though because Obama like somehow he does like he's exactly the same dude. Like
What? That's the lie they sold us.
no, like you know how he'd be like, "Come on, man, come on, man."
Come on,
like
man.
it's like his manner. Like I'm like, yo, you really dialed in. Like you're always
on.
You're always that on. You're always that guy.
He's always on.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah, I feel like he probably plays like World of Warcraft so he can actually let his like
Michelle.
Michelle?
Where's my fried chicken at, Michelle? I'm so tired of these people asking me these stupid ass questions, Michelle. Where the girls at? Where the girls?
I feel like that was you doing Jordan Peele's version of.
That was a double Inception.
Yeah.
impression.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
no. I fucked with Obama, but he didn't do too much good. But that's beyond the point.
Hey,
I mean,
but
Well, just really quick. I mean, he did not believe in
The flat Earth. You're right.
gay marriage at first. He didn't think it should be legalized. He came around, but I mean, Obamacare.
I feel like that was.
Shout out.
They
Yeah.
beat it across his head enough where he had to come around.
Yeah,
Wait.
some people don't respond to anything but violence.
No, what was the
You
loser?
know, you know that above all people.
You're right. I was born in the '80s. I got the belt.
It was just cocaine and violence.
Yacked out.
Sometimes cocaine fueled violence.
Okay,
Oftentimes.
the best of times.
Questionable
What's the
food.
worst of
It's like the
times?
beginning of questionable foods in the 80s.
Oh, that
Ooh,
was in the
you're
that was
kinda
in the
right,
60s. That was
no,
in the 60s.
No,
No.
he's right because the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not invented in the 80s.
No, but I was talking about fast food,
Oh.
questionable. Like things
When
got.
was the microwave invented?
like 60s or something.
When was it like popularized though?
Hey Siri,
like-
when
in
was
like
the microwave
60s.
invented?
A microwave.
Maybe 70s. But it was
That
there.
sounds more
Shit,
right.
that's crazy.
So it's
Nine-
like 1845.
1946. That's the first one.
No, but like when it got
Okay.
popularized, it was like because Stouffer's meals and all that shit. I still love
Yeah.
that.
80s.
No, but that's been. Look,
but
you
they
saw
were
that branding.
oven
That
meals.
shit's like
Weren't the
no,
stove?
but that's preserved, that's frozen, and the companies that were like that were doing pretty well in frozen, I think they
We should do
applied it
that.
to.
Make a microwave meal company.
No, we should buy old GI rations and eat them.
No, that's already YouTube. I've seen those.
I know.
Some
but I
of
just wanna
them-
try one.
I do too.
I mean, yeah, that's not weird.
Oh,
though. That's
okay.
like
so,
a regular, that seems pretty
like,
normal.
I know people don't go to malls anymore, but did you ever go to that one store? Was it Natural
Spencer's?
Wonders? No, and they had the astronaut food, like the ice cream. And
Oh
stuff.
No, I never seen
yeah.
that, no.
Dehydrated. I like.
Yeah,
That
I know what
shit's-
you're talking about. Yeah,
that
no.
shit sucked.
It's gross.
But
That's
I
so
do want to
bad.
try. I do want to try the other meals.
Yeah, try some rations, some freaking
I got
pot
our
roast.
answer. 1955.
Ooh, damn, that's crazy. That's
What
old.
was that for?
That was the
When they're
introduction of
popularized.
microwavable, a home microwave unit.
Dang.
Yeah, so. But I
You're
think though
right.
fast food though is what I was talking about. That's when like you started to get way more like, oh, I can just drive up and grab this food and go. That was like 80s.
Is that when you're saying America got
Oh,
bigger?
I
Yes.
feel like
This problem with obesity.
I think that's where it probably started.
It's onset obesity.
did you?
Because like wasn't early 90s Surge and Mountain Dew.
That's completely
Kool
different
Aid.
thing.
Yeah, but I was saying
Tweezers.
like that was okay at that point because we'd already been
It
doing
was
some
always
weird shit in
okay.
the
Like
80s.
No, I
Cinnamon
feel
Toast
like-
Cinnamon Toast Crunch they said was healthy, man.
I feel like up
It's
until
not.
the 2000s, nobody questioned what they were eating.
at all. And then Y2K happened. We thought that we were gonna die. Everybody was waiting
I
there.
had rice and water. My mom had bought all this rice and water for Y2K. Like we're going down.
Yeah, everyone's just waiting for the time to go over. Like, please, everything
Well,
stay
I
on.
don't think
Everything
we
stay
ever
on.
finished all that rice and water.
I want to stockpile, like, I feel like
Rice
there's
and
probably
water?
going to be some sort of, if there's a race war, perhaps.
Oh,
I wanna
shoot.
stop- I
What
wanna
side
stop-
you choosing?
Uh,
You choosing who you clicking up with?
Wait, are you guys talking about the new Fast and the Furious? It's gonna be called Race Wars.
Race wars.
Race war.
Fast and the Furious 11 Race Wars.
It's all like
Who you got?
the hoods.
Yeah.
I mean, you know where I live. It's not
I got-
affluent over here. Or actually, that apartment building on the block, that's pretty affluent. That's expensive.
No, I got
That's
to what the Spaniards or the French. They like F1 racers.
Oh, I follow F1.
I
You
don't.
guys do not.
I follow enough. Richard Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton.
Richard Hamilton.
Richard Hamilton.
Are you talking about Lin-Manuel Miranda's Magnum Opus?
Let me live, man. Let me live.
But there was, yeah. Okay, so there was
You
a.
were so like believing. You're like, yeah, I got that one.
I knew it was one of the two.
Well, I just looked at him, I paused, and he was like, Lewis
Lewis
Hamilton. But yeah, there's like a Hollywood, a group of Hollywood celebrities and probably
He's the
other people
goat,
that
and
are
he's black.
that are backing or that are investing in the Alpine Formula
Yeah.
One team. It's Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney.
Oh, they're
I know
making a new team?
No, it's
Nah,
an
it's already a
existing
team.
team.
Oh,
It's a
they're
French
back-
team.
Okay.
But then those two guys who did the Welcome to Wrexham, those two guys,
Mhm.
and then I
Those
know
guys.
Michael B. Jordan's investing as
Michael
well.
B. Killmonger?
Yeah,
Cool.
and they're investing in Formula One, which is like I don't think you guys have you watched The Drive to Survive on Netflix?
No.
Yes.
It's interesting. It actually gives a little bit of personality to the drivers instead of some guys just in cars driving around really quick. But gives them a little personality. It is definitely more interesting than it was before. Because I was into Formula One years ago, and I just fell off because I was like, it's a bunch of rich people racing around. And now it's rich people racing around with
I
personalities.
think it's like the highest grossing sport.
It's the most expensive
It's the most
sport,
expensive
to,
sport.
to watch,
Yeah.
to participate in, anything.
Which is crazy to me because it just does this. Oh, I missed it. Like, if you stand on the side, you just watch and...
Yeah, but you should have some kind of reverence for what they're doing because they're driving like 200 miles an hour.
That's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, it is pretty wild because it doesn't look
I'm going to take
look that fast.
I'm
but
going to
it's
take
fast as fuck.
a Trey statement. Good for them.
I was just saying because you can't even go 80 without crashing. So I was just saying, like,
I mean, I bet you some of those dudes can't even cut a steak. So whatever.
this is probably a fact. But
Yeah.
do you need to cut a steak when you can drive 250 miles an hour?
Yeah. You do.
Yeah, you do.
you do.
Why though?
Some of those dudes probably can't wipe their own ass.
Should you? Do you have to know how to wipe your own ass? Does that make you a man to know how to wipe your ass?
I don't know.
I think it
How
just
do
makes
you
an adult.
answer that one, Trey? I'm gonna let you.
I
answer.
didn't answer the question. I didn't ask the question.
You did ask.
did
the
ask the
question. Yeah.
I don't have to answer the question because I asked it.
But you just said you didn't ask the question.
My brain was moving too quick. It does that from time
He
to
was
time.
doing it. His brain was moving in Formula One speeds.
Actually, he just shit himself. So
I was moving at the speeds of Richard Hamilton.
I believe he's a
the
comedian.
lesser known brother.
The lesser known twin brother.
Yeah.
Was.
He's killer at Mario Kart. Watch out for those nanners.
See him on those go-kart tracks.
But yeah, I guess they're trying to. They want to like. I guess Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are trying to have lightning strike twice because Formula One. It's getting huge in America. There's 3 Grand Prix this year: Miami, Austin, and Las Vegas, which should be crazy.
Vegas
because they're
crazy.
Because they're spending. I heard it was supposed to be like $25 million to repave the streets that they're going to be driving on. It's on the strip.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost like $125 million to just resurface it. But it's crazy because you could be in your hotel, like, and if you have a balcony, and you can watch the race from your balcony. But
This is true.
at the same
that's pretty
time,
cool.
those hotel rooms are going for a whole lot of money.
Even at Circus.
Well, you can't see shit.
I don't know if you
from
could see it from there.
Yeah, they don't even get high enough anymore.
You're just flying your drone over it.
They got a cool little roller coaster though.
there. Are we ever gonna recreate Fear and Loathing? There, I feel like that's a bucket list. I don't need adrenochrome.
I might be
Or
too old
anything.
for that.
You think so?
I mean, actually, we're probably the same age. No, we're probably still younger than what they
Mm-hmm.
were.
I'd be down.
I mean, I don't even
do
need like
mescaline?
I don't even need 30 different drugs. I need maybe 5.
Like 7.
okay, 7.
Mescaline, ether,
Weed,
weed,
It's not a drug.
blow.
blow,
Well, now
booze,
Molly,
Molly,
Acid.
Sid,
mushrooms.
mushies,
Although I guess those aren't technically
Deemsters.
ketamine.
I'll leave that
It's
one
10.
for Sean.
Max 10.
You
I would do all that. I would do all that.
soft. You
You
ain't.
soft. I have everything.
You're so soft.
You're like,
That's the most safe out of all of them.
you say all that, then yeah, no.
Oh yeah, opium.
I would like to try that.
It's cool. I only smoked it one time.
Same.
That's cool. Okay.
Some black tar.
Yeah, mine
Is
was
that-
just as open.
Oh, is that the color? Because I thought that was only heroin.
No, it was like sappy. It looked like molasses.
Mm.
I only.
Put that with
Opium
your
was just,
coffee.
pure opium, but it wasn't the powder form. It was liquefied.
Can you snort opium?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah,
Cool.
you just, dude, you should just go to Laos. You can just smoke opium cigarettes.
Isn't that where the family next door to Bobby Hill were from?
Were they?
From King of the
Oh, King
They were
Hill.
from Laos.
Yeah, they're from
That's-
Laos. They're Laotian. Yeah.
They were Laotian. Yeah, then that's it. Yeah, dude, the wildest place. I mean, they literally you go in to their bars and you just ask for the second menu.
Menu number 2.
Yeah, then they're like, oh, okay, and they come back and you're just like,
Come back with a
what do
sex
I
worker.
want?
That was like when I went to the smoke shop to get a Deemster pipe. I had asked for oil burner.
Yeah, could I have an oil burner?
He said,
He's
"Okay."
Yeah, He just looks at you. Oh.
You one of them? You got all your teeth looking
Yeah.
good, man.
Oh,
Man.
you must be a new
You
one.
must be new to the game.
Welcome to the game.
He
New
probably
to the
gave you the
game.
look that I've been giving the NBA trades. Some of these, like, some of them is just.
What do you
The
not
money-
approve? What do you
money's
not
up.
approve of? 'Cause you saw Melo got that max like two. I don't know how
It's
much.
ad money, baby. We're getting more advertising.
Yeah, I guess, because, like, what was it? Fred Van Vliet, what, 130 million?
But 4 years.
Yeah,
Did you? Sean's like, but did you hear the name I said?
yeah, come on, man.
He's a starter. He's a
He is a starter.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
situationally.
No, he's good enough to be starter. Is he like a stand-up? Like, that's going to be their
ain't
face of
starting
their
on the
franchise?
Suns.
No.
No. Well, he doesn't seem like he wants like that element of celebrity. He's not a Jason Tatum. He's
They
not.
all want it. They just don't got it. He wants it.
Yeah.
I guess he's not that charismatic or something.
Fact. They don't got the star.
Well, because I mean,
No, I think
but
it's
plus
because
he was
it's
not a
'cause
starter.
Toronto.
He was not a starter like mentality
That's not
thing, you know.
necessarily true. T-Mac, Vince Carter, or not T-Mac,
Nah,
but Vince
but
Carter.
I think, though, after Kawhi helped them win and he left, Toronto just was like,
Imploded.
yeah. Yeah, basically. Siakam. It was basically Siakam and Van Vliet. That was the two.
OG.
Yeah. OG is that. He's dope. But then, like,
The Toronto Titans.
the fact that the Titan. We're talking about the Titan again.
Well, because you said they imploded.
I missed that one. That was good. That was good. Yeah. Then, like, the whole Suns building their like super
Fucking
team.
Bradley Beal.
Although
on
I will
there. What
say,
the
though,
fudge.
If IT comes back and plays for them, that'd be cool. Cause like he should play
For who?
They should.
for Suns. He's gonna.
Anybody?
He
Isaiah
might.
Thomas gonna.
They were saying that he might take a veteran.
Why are you looking like
He might
that?
he might take a veteran minimum.
Because he's good, but like everybody's passed on him in the last like 3 years.
Yeah,
I'm glad if he
that's
gets
why
a
he
job,
would have
but
to
I'm
take
like
the veteran minimum.
He's
But
better than Pat Beverly.
he can't.
I mean, he is,
can't
but-
defend though.
I don't think that's no. I think he gets
He
the
can
steals.
defend.
IT
Yeah.
Yeah, the small
in
people
the
always.
in what the G League or like a rec league? Yeah,
I bet-
totally.
I bet-
I could defend in a.
I bet
rec
you
I
league.
was
he
gonna
has-
say NJB, but
I bet you he
Hey,
got
those
some
are
steals.
elite. Those are elite young players. out there.
12-year-olds.
The Grizzlies' new lineup is wild.
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
who
it's got your
who
boy.
they pull? Who
They
they
got
pull?
D
That was
Rose.
yeah,
Which is like-
D Rose.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's great, but
they
he's
got-
not a
they
fucking-
got,
they gave him
the-
some money too, though.
They got D
He
Rose.
got like 30 for 2 or something like that. He got
Something like that. Yeah, it was for 2. But they just got Marcus Smart,
Yeah, he was all
Yeah.
sad because he thought he was going to retire
a
Celtic.
Celtic. Yeah.
Damn.
Are you dumb? Or is you stupid?
And then they picked up somebody else because they got they picked somebody else because and then what's his name from the Grizzlies?
Kuzma's gone too, right?
He
He's at
stayed.
Wizards.
You're right.
They
Kyrie
gave him-
stayed, right?
I think he's going to.
Yeah, he got a like 120 for like 4 years.
Yeah, Kuzma got something fat.
He got a
too.
good. I mean, he's not bad.
No, yeah.
He did his okay.
Although
so,
it's
like,
just Kuzma and Poole now there. That's rough.
Oh no.
See, that's how sad it was when I said Poole.
that's how bad it was.
Pool boy.
Pool boy. He's no longer a splash.
No more
brother.
splash.
Dang,
Yeah.
he's a little jacuzzi. He can't step into the big pool.
I think it should be, if they stay healthy, it should be a done deal for the Suns.
On paper, it looks that way.
Yeah, on paper, but I just don't know if they got it because like they got knocked out the second round. They got
Yeah,
swept
but
in the
Chris
second
Paul
round,
was
right?
still playing for them.
No, he did not play in the second round.
Nah, but he was still there.
He was a member.
His juice was still on the ground.
I'm triggered because I was talking to Trey about juice for like half an hour yesterday. Juices in general.
I almost
Different
bought
kinds of
you a
juices.
juice, man.
What kind?
Actually, it was a mango nectar.
That's
Ooh.
orange. That's orange though, Trey.
But that's mango nectar.
Yeah.
Is
nectar.
that Kearns?
No, it was something from the Middle Eastern store.
Ooh.
I know. Yeah.
Down with that.
I was like, dang,
I,
mango nectar.
I went into the office on Wednesday and I found 2 halal markets that are within like 5 minutes of my new
What
office.
does halal mean?
It's just like it's like kosher.
That's what I.
It's almost exactly the same thing, but
That's
like
what I
that
thought.
different religion. and shit.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It kind of does mean it's better quality because
So it's prayed
inherently,
over.
like, This stuff is usually better.
Sprayed over.
But
and
I just want
salted.
some of those fucking dates that you brought. Because I gave one to my mom. She was like, "This is
Sean's
this is really good."
giving out dates.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just give out those dates.
Hook me up.
for free.
Yeah, no, you want figs, bro. You know the difference.
Little figgy.
Little figgy piggy. What's the juvenile tiny desk?
He
Oh,
performed
did
on
you see
Tiny
that
Desk.
fucking?
He did?
Yeah, Juvenile got his
Was
own
it
tiny
good?
desk. It's
Wasn't
pretty good.
bad.
It's
Wasn't bad.
Is it entertaining?
It was very entertaining.
Well,
'cause
especially
he had
for-
like a trombone player. And so, because you know they're from like New Orleans or Louisiana. So
Nolia.
Yeah, yeah.
there you go. So he had like that kind of brass section and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when he had back that ass up, Manny Fresh was there, and they were
Manny Fresh was
kind
there
of
from the
going back
beginning.
and forth like Manny Fresh. He didn't do it into the microphone, but the whole crowd and Manny Fresh sang his verse.
No way.
I know you can't stand it. Sick man it, don't learn it, don't learn it. And then, you know, 50 and a
That's so
50.
dope.
The
beat
thing
the
that stuck
button
out
like
to
a
me was like Manny Fresh looked. He looked
looks young.
joyful. He looked joyful.
But he kind of
Then
looks
he did
like
look good. He did look good too.
No, he does look good, but he always looks like a black family's lesbian aunt.
With a little, with the fade in there.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
I mean, my family's not black, so I can't.
Is there- I
comment.
know. Is that like from experience?
He's got he don't have masculine qualities to his facial structure.
Well, he's like, he's his rounded face.
That's more what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The roundness.
Might have been all those roids he did when he was younger.
I don't think he was roided.
Probably not, but
Well,
It's just a rounded face.
Juvie, he looked
Juvie
good. He
looked
looks
good
the
too,
same.
even
He
with
looked
the
the
gray.
same.
Yeah,
He
even
looked
with
the
the
same.
gray,
He looked good.
He had the bandana tied up right here with
Yeah.
the golds in.
Yeah, and he had, well, and plus, like, I haven't seen his live thing in years, but he had good energy. I like.
Yeah,
his energy.
I mean, because you got to imagine they're like not that old.
no.
They're like 10 years old.
Well, it's
than us or
because
something.
our
That's-
old isn't the same
Even
old
if
as
they're
it was.
50, like, you know, that's not like.
It's like 10 years old.
No, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
but
it's
if
still
you're
not
like
that
in
old.
good, that's what I'm saying. If you're in good shape and you've been
Yeah.
performing for a while, like,
50 to new 40.
nah, it's 50, but
Still 50.
Yeah. Although I would say though, like people looking way better,
that's what it is.
and there's way more to be healthy.
that's what it is.
Yeah. And also, 50-year-olds be dating these 25-year-olds, and it keeps them young too.
But no, that's what Josh and I were talking about though. Like
Dating
hip hop is finally
25-year-olds?
starting to like age gracefully.
That's what you were saying earlier.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. I love it.
Were you talking more about the music or the people?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because it's like, kind of like when you were talking about the Coil Ray's new album, like, how we used to like, or not we, because I'm not musical
Man down.
at all.
Hands down.
But like the samples used to be so obvious. Hers are so obvious, whereas like I just saw a breakdown of like Kanye's like
Were they
Power.
like the subtle ones?
Yeah, where it's like chopped, the speed, like, and it's just like, yeah, it's selective, and that still goes on a lot, and we just don't notice it. But then, like, yeah, Coil Ray's album, not bad inherently, like, but like the samples themselves were obvious.
Obvious. That's what they're geared for. That's how Tyga makes music. Because
But
he's
I
got
think-
a song now with. He just does sample based music, big sample. Like, he's doing Ice Ice Baby. He has a new song. Yeah, he did Ice Ice Baby.
I mean, it's old enough now where like you can reuse it because people will know.
His line is funny. He goes, "I got the ops going crazy." Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun, dun,
no.
dun, dun.
Wow.
I got the ops going crazy. Yeah, exactly. And he uses theirs, so it's he got it's the Queen, but yeah, I was like, dang, these people. Speaking about music, though, my girl Riri.
Speak about it.
Oh, you told me about that earlier. That's crazy. Did y'all know about
What's
that
crazy?
little
Clap
factoid?
it up.
I don't know. You gotta tell me. I'm gonna clap for it, but
Rihanna, first female artist to have 10 different singles on Spotify to surpass 1 billion streams each.
holy shit.
I thought it was at first it was 10 songs that were a billion.
Together.
I was like,
Cumulative,
oh, that's
yeah.
a lot. But
No.
then he was like,
It's
oh
10
no, it's a
separate
billion
songs that
each. I was like,
billion.
have
Just-
a billion songs.
fuck me sideways,
That's
man.
crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, again, I'll clap it up
Yeah,
for
wow.
Riri. And she's also stepping down as CEO of Fenty.
Fenty.
Yeah, she
Savage Fenty.
I think she's because she sold the clothing part of Fenty to LVMH, and I think it folded actually, and now it's just Fenty Beauty. So she's stepping down from Fenty Beauty now.
As CEO, I don't know if she's still retaining. But
Maybe
she's
some
just
sort of
stepping down
board
as-
role, probably.
Yeah, probably not.
To
Maybe just ownership.
Keep some sort of like, maybe some sort of control in it.
Maybe. She just needs the money at this point. Who cares?
She doesn't need the money.
No, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying
For her, though.
When we're cashing out, we cashing out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Let's just cash out. No, but yeah, good for her. She's pregnant, looking beautiful. Again. And for more music news, wait, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say real quick.
Love you.
Yes, I
I
love you
too,
both
Sean.
dearly.
I was talking to Rihanna.
She ain't listening. Love you, Riri. She hears me though.
I like I don't know, something about like pregnant women. It's very attractive.
Oh, okay.
I was expecting that from you, so that's why I did that.
I was waiting for you to get it out.
No, I
so
had a boss when I was working retail like years and years ago, and she was pregnant, and she would while I was on the clock, she'd send me to do all these crazy errands. Like I would go to the grocery store and get pickles for her and ice cream and shit. But like there's something. I think it's pheromones. I was like, damn.
That could be. You were smelling it.
It was in the air.
The aroma was in the air.
Yeah,
The
it was just like,
placenta
ooh,
was in the air.
Ooh.
Well, you need it.
that's
for the
a
baby.
that's an early birth. If the
embryonic
placenta's in
sac.
the air
it,
like
it
that.
stays in there.
That's
but
what it is.
it's
The
what they're-
embryonic sac scent
Yeah.
was getting the
It's,
best
it's
of
always
Josh.
in there.
You guys are making it sound very romantic and attractive with your embryonic sac talk. Right
Hey
now.
man, we're just making this into a novella.
Ooh.
Well,
Joshua.
to bring it back,
Embryonic novella.
Bring it forward.
what is it called?
Pay it back.
Mr. Travis Scott. Can
Teflon
you,
Don.
call him
Teflon,
the Teflon
Don.
Don. Not getting any charges.
He's come out of the fire unscathed, y'all. Just
Yep.
like I said he would.
It's good he didn't have to do a plea deal or anything like
Why
that.
would he? He didn't do anything wrong.
I'm just saying, you don't get that pressure or something.
I'm glad. Finally, someone done stood back to wokeness, and he has prevailed.
The woke mind virus.
Was that to wokeness? I didn't
No, it's
pay
not.
attention to it.
It was
I
just-
wouldn't say wokeness, but I just equate wokeness to anything that has nothing to do with anything. Let's just blame Travis because he's the face of this, so
I feel
he's
like
got to go down.
I feel like that's kind of a Republican way that they interpret.
I'm neither, so I'm
wokeness.
just
No, but the
talking.
way you kind of view it kind of gives me those vibes,
I'm just
Trey.
saying wokeness is why can't I be awake? Why can't I be asleep?
Well,
What's wrong with
I feel
sleepiness?
like
I mean, I think
I would
stupid.
who
I
are the
don't
sleepers
I don't
and
call,
who are the wokers?
I'm sleepy.
I would rather not.
I'd rather sleep than be woke half the time.
I just think that
I mean, I
term,
just started taking naps recently, so
Who made that term up though?
Exactly.
who was
I
like,
don't
this is
know.
going to be a good one?
Well,
I don't know, 'cause
okay,
it's
so
stuck.
there was
I
a
think it started off to be like, yo, I'm
no,
woke.
there was a musician.
I think that's where it came.
There was a
Josh knows.
musician that made a song in the 60s, 50s or something. You know,
Sir
with
woke a lot.
you remember the Green Book where it was like people be aware of your surroundings
Yep,
and stuff
yep, yep.
this is where you could stop if you're
Mhm.
driving across America. It was around that era, and he was like,
Oh, like the
guy's-
woke pages or something.
Sure, but he was just he's like people I don't know if he's stay woke or whatever, but just keep your eyes open. And that's basically be aware of your surroundings and stuff. And then I feel like it's been co-opted by the by
the
conservatives
fascists?
to be everything is woke.
Mm.
Everything that's not what we believe in is woke. That's what that's what it feels like.
I want to point blame at somebody else.
Mm.
Yeah,
Donald Glover.
No, Donald Glover is an angel. He's a saint.
Who you pointing woke blame at?
Who's Sean gonna blame
the
of all
peop-
people?
The people that think that they know inside, the people who think that they're the only ones that know 9/11 was an inside job.
You don't know. You're not woke.
Yeah, those people. The one that believe in like flat earthers,
Wait,
that mentality that is
That's how I feel.
saying they're woke?
People are.
No, I think they're the ones.
Have you
who,
woke people
they,
the same,
They
then?
think those people thought that they were the woke ones probably before the term woke, but it was when the people that go, open your eyes, people, open your eyes. I'm like,
Can't you see? It's all
sheep,
around you.
all you sheep.
Sheeple.
Yeah,
Sheeple.
those that.
Well, but then I feel like that stuff got co-opted by now a lot of the QAnon and shit. It's
That's-
What's QAnon?
uh
Would I like them?
probably.
You
What are
would
they
find
about?
you
You
find
into
too much.
Pizzagate?
You
Like,
find too much
like
joy
pizza.
in it.
it's then you might be friends with.
Oh, what's pizza the code word for?
No, I mean that's a whole fucking other
That's
episode.
different.
QAnon
something
is
that we're not gonna
I feel
touch.
like QAnon, like their beliefs and conspiracies, it's wildly entertaining, but it's also wildly disturbing in that like some stuff is true because like like they say Hollywood elites are like fucking
Drinking
pedophiles,
blood.
whereas like all these not just Hollywood people but powerful people, they're pedophiles and stuff like Epstein, all that stuff, but
Wait. Say that again.
Powerful people are pedophiles.
In Hollywood?
yeah, in Hollywood,
Well, everywhere.
but not just
He's saying
Hollywood though.
everywhere.
I think it's everywhere.
Okay.
Government,
If they're only in
police.
Hollywood, why are we trying to get the writers more money if they're just pedophiles?
Writers don't make enough money to be powerful.
Just pedophiles.
Well, I mean, you don't have to have an income bracket to be a pedophile.
Trey, you like
That
that.
was
You like that
good.
word too much, and sometimes it makes me concerned.
Which one?
Pedo.
Oh, Geppetto. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you love the.
It's because I do have a fascination with it, but not on their side. I
See,
have a
Are you gonna edit?
fascination.
I know a
No.
clip. You're gonna edit a clip. You're not
No,
gonna
I
edit
have
to
a
make you look guilty.
fascination. No, I have a fascination with the the fake Chris Hansons.
Why?
Oh, that one guy
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skeets.
Yeah, like
skied on the street.
he kind of I don't have a problem with because it's kind of comedic, but then like the vigilante guys,
Mm.
because I'm like,
But is his?
you guys
is
are doing the
his-
same thing.
But is his still real? Like, I feel like you shouldn't put a comedic bent on that.
You shouldn't, but that's why I like it because you really shouldn't.
Kind of bad.
I feel like it's your morals that are telling
No,
you.
but
you shouldn't-
he's
that
not
shouldn't be
putting a
funny.
comedic
Like
spin
Trey
on
has
what
morals.
they're trying to do. He's more like just actually bullying them. That the fact that they came to do something.
It's weird.
That's what I'm saying. But then,
Just
especially
that statement's weird.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I kind of have like that's where the whole thing is. I'm like, you shouldn't do that regardless. But then, why should you be on the internet pretending to be a kid? And then, like, you're talking like I don't.
Yeah.
I just noticed. I saw your.
I twitched.
yeah.
I stroked out, dude. My brain was moving too
I was
quick.
like,
My brain was moving too quick. 'Cause I was like, trying
Wait,
to
getting
put
too
it into-
excited.
Put it.
Don't say anything
yeah.
incriminating.
Would you say that they were manipulating?
They are, which is why I don't feel bad for the dudes they're catching because of why they're there.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they're totally in the wrong too. There's finally gets to it.
Finally
There's
back.
no way that should be legal to where you could do that.
But Trey,
I know.
what do you mean?
There should be no way to
So
where
you're saying that there should be a law?
Wait, Trey, are you saying
Trey, are you
that
saying that-
shouldn't? That's not right.
That
should
shouldn't be
illegal?
allowed?
Is that what you're saying?
Are you saying that there's a moral?
Is that a moral conundrum, a quandary, if
But
you
this
will?
is what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. But we are morally backing these people because they're doing something. They're supposedly catching people who are doing immoral things. So
So are you basically saying he's like a funny Batman?
he's just like him. Yeah, he's a vigilante. He's a criminal just as well.
He is, right?
He's a criminal.
Yeah, technically.
He's a criminal.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
It is. That's why I said it's like
That's
I
the
think
way-
it's funny, but it's like ooh.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
But everyone's a criminal in their own right.
You're right.
You're a criminal even if you don't get caught, Trey. Despite what you say,
No, he's yeah. Despite what you say,
you're just a criminal without a record.
criminal activity. Criminal activity is criminal activity.
Only if you get caught. It's just activity.
No, it's
No,
criminal
activities.
activity.
Criminal activity always.
You're aware it's not
It's
right.
activities until I get caught. Then they may be criminal.
No,
Nah.
then it becomes misdemeanor or felonious. That's what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
You're erroneously talking right now. But anyway, I wanted to get back to Travis. Teflon Don.
Yeah, good for him.
Can't wait to get
about-
some new music.
You know, he's got like
Talking about
17
your
albums now. He's like, finally. That fool probably has a lot of music.
He's like, man, I had to put a hold on dropping all those sneakers. Now
Yeah.
I can get back to
Now
it.
we can really make some money.
Now I can
Yeah.
make a
Or
commercial
what,
with.
do we care about
Mac and-
Apple about to run the world?
I mean, that is.
Well, they're kind of crazy already.
I mean, 3 trillion. Go buy a country. I'll move.
And they're public.
Apple. Appleandia.
Would you live in a country owned by Apple, like run by Apple?
What's the difference here? Why not?
I
They
think I
wouldn't-
would trust that more than
A
any-
little bit more.
Yeah.
At least I don't have anything to go back off.
You
of
couldn't
that
say
they-
fuck though.
that I
You would
couldn't-
say duck.
No, they changed it. You can
Yeah,
now
they
say
did.
fuck.
It now autocorrects as fuck.
Mhm.
No, but if you live there, you live by their rules.
No, but what I'm saying, I would
We
give it
already
a
do that
go
anyway.
because they don't have a pass for me to judge off of.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm being serious.
you know, yeah.
What new countries are out there? Estonia's pretty new. How do you feel about that?
Countries are out there.
They don't have a bad pass, so
What's the last country to be discovered? Let's go occupy it.
Wasn't it that small spot in Seattle during the riots?
Ooh, probably.
They like made their own.
oh, an autonomous zone, but that
Barge
wasn't like
Island.
officially fucking whatever, you know. man.
Whatever, man.
Oh,
I
this
don't.
is.
I don't. All I'm saying is that, like, you know, took them a while, but I've dropped my phone many times. It hasn't broken, so they make pretty strong things. It's lasted for a long time. I get money back when I turn things in. I trust Apple over our government.
I trust them.
So I have an ancient phone, an iPhone 10, and they said that when the new one comes out,
They called yours a classic.
they give me like $50.
They're like, we don't even think that. How's yours
They're
work,
like,
sir?
dang, he's got the version 59. That thing is classic.
He still types in his
Well, I took it in, and the
passcode.
guy because my
Crazy.
touchscreen
He's
stopped
got a
working.
home button.
No, I don't.
Okay, Josh, do what you got to do, and I'm going to read the last one while you do what you got to do. So, psychologists warn people that if you go to sleep watching true crime stuff,
Uh-huh.
it's a red flag.
What do you mean red flag?
You shouldn't find joy in that.
Well, I don't think people find joy. They
I
think they
do.
find entertainment.
I have been saying that for so long, man, and I know that you know that. I've been saying for so long that there's something wrong with people that find, like, that watch true crime stuff and enjoy it.
Well,
I love a good whodunit.
You enjoy entertainment. Yeah, you
But
enjoy
that's the
like
problem.
a whodunit.
That's the problem, though. It shouldn't be entertainment. That
It should
not
be not entertaining. It should be just completely factual and dry.
No, the fact that you're getting entertained off of the fact that people were like brutally murdered.
Well, then what about a movie that's a murder mystery? People are like it's
but it
it's
didn't
make
really,
believe,
but it didn't
it's-
really happen.
What about the Colosseum?
I knew you were gonna say that, and we get to see it again because they said they're opening it up for our boy
They're
Zuck.
bringing the gladiators back, baby.
I actually kind of want them to have a true gladiator battle.
So they said that the Italian government offered Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk the Colosseum as their battleground if
Battlefield, man.
they so chose to do that.
To the point that you were saying is, yeah, that is the same. Like, that was for entertainment, and it was looked down upon as like peasantry shit.
What about MMA or boxing?
It's
Well,
the same thing.
It's to placate the masses.
Yeah, but
It's a public service.
MMA and boxing, like MMA, you were saying, like, they get so hopped up in the brain that like they need to be pulled off
do.
because they're full like
Well, they're just
animal.
on go mode.
Or some dudes aren't though.
They're in
super,
survival mode.
some of the dudes though, they're like
right, you're
super
right.
like zen on
Well,
it.
they still reel it back though, because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
in that mode and then they gotta.
yeah. Then they
But then why is
gotta
like
bring it back.
okay? So like, why should people be entertained by intentional violence like that
no. I'm just saying if
compared to like
if you're entertained by violence, which to your point, if I'm watching like a new like
Anything.
like like any type of gun
MMA, football,
No, I'm just-
Expendables,
Expendables. It's some like Jason Statham,
Marvel,
something.
anything.
everything's
Yeah.
violent.
But
American, baby.
if the violence is entertaining, then that should be telling you something about yourself. If though you are entertained by the stories of serial killers, because entertainment is some type of empathetic connection. Generally, when you're watching a movie, the reason why you get excited or scared is because of the empathy in it. So that means if you're getting excited by people getting killed or entertained by people getting killed and so that that is a red flag.
But I feel like people are empathizing with the victims, not the perpetrators.
I think people are too wrapped up in the story. They want to know about the story. The person who died isn't necessarily like, oh no, poor them. It's like, oh, they're just part of the story.
But what's so bad about like I want to know more about this? What's so bad about that then?
Makes
Yeah,
me-
I am happy.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking.
That's a big difference.
Happy? Better?
Yeah. So I think what I was saying at the last was just like what you take in is like affects you and implants you. So like if you're watching true crime at night, that's going to affect you in a way that's probably more negative than, say, you're watching a stand-up.
Well, what would you say if I fall asleep to Great British Baking Show? What does that say about me, eh, mate?
I bet you start, like, baking more.
You're not wrong.
See?
You're not
What
wrong,
happens,
mate.
though, if I watch true crime at night and the Jesus channel in the day? Do
Then
they balance themselves
Why
out
aren't
to
you
where
at work?
I'm trying to be a better person. Trying to learn about Jesus.
Wait, what is the Jesus channel?
TBN?
No, but
Trinity Broadcasting Network.
okay.
Shout out to these devil worshippers.
Oh, I know about that show. Oh, hallelujah.
Okay, Joel Osteen, you motherfucker.
I mean, that doesn't
Money in
count.
the walls.
That just means that you're going to be a religious serial killer. That's
I
all
can
that
see
means.
that. I see Trey sees the light.
I'll
later.
refrain from what I was going to say.
Everything would be allowed because he'd be under the power of Christ.
It compelled you.
All things can be done through me with the power of Christ.
Your Honor, the power of Christ compelled me. It's not my fault.
That's what I'm saying. The power of Christ is strong.
Is that your plea bargain? I mean, that's your insanity plea?
Christ made me do it.
I did it for Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I did it for the Lord.
Oh, man. Yeah, but, I mean, basically, like, you are... That's not surprising to you that, you know...
You are what you watch?
Yeah, to a bit. So, like, I imagine, like, if you watch stand-up comedy, you probably have a more satirical take on life.
You're like, you wake up, you're like, oh my God, Mondays, am I right?
You should work at the Comedy Store.
Funny you say that. On
How do
Thursday.
you say that? I'm going to be the first stand-up that never does stand-up.
So you do a sit-down?
You got it.
I'm sure you're not the first.
But yeah.
I'm 100% positive that you would.
Speaking in comedy,
Speaking of comedy.
I went to the Comedy Store on Thursday.
I'm all just holding this.
And
Just bogarting
you know
it?
you're gonna get that's gonna be the thumbnail. You know that, right?
I love it.
Because I'm not gonna put me on the thumbnail. Oh, another thing.
They're making me suckling it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Hitting it like...
Hold on, let me do a thing like.
Y'all ever do a helium cake stand?
Basically.
Y'all ever do a helium stand?
Damn, bro.
But yeah, I went to the Comedy Store on Thursday. It's been a while since I've
Pass
seen
the
any sort
Dutchie.
of comedy. It's
been a while.
And
Spaz the Dutchie.
oh my God, this is what we're reduced to. Yes, this is what we do for clicks.
Subscribe.
It's
Yeah.
better than what some people do for clicks.
Yeah,
I'd rather
Mom.
just hit helium than...
Yeah, Mom, we were talking about current events. We were just taking rips of helium. It's totally legit. Don't worry about it.
Took off.
Yeah,
But
Mom,
yeah.
it's not a big deal. Come on.
It's just helium.
Wait,
Wait,
one second.
wait. Prove yourself.
Prove your worth.
It's not a phase, Mom. It's not a phase. Okay, so
Okay, so I mean,
You're
I
at
feel
the
like
Comedy
you can't
Store.
take me that seriously, but I'll tell my story anyway.
Is anybody feeling lightheaded?
Okay, so I went to the Comedy Store,
I love that feeling.
and it was fucking great. I want to go watch stand up at least like once, twice a month. I saw a comedian, shout out Jamar Neighbors. He had a joke that reminded me of Trey because he was like, I think it was something like a guy who rolls over his sneakers who's in a wheelchair and he would fight him, which is like, it resonated with me because that's
Trey would
exactly
do
how
that.
Trey feels. But it was fucking great. I saw Melissa Villaseñor,
shit.
fucking amazing. She's hilarious.
She sounds sexy.
I did not know that Mark. I know Mark Maron's huge. He's
In
huge
her
in
own
the
right.
comedy world, but
Yeah.
Mark Maron's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of his stuff?
No.
I haven't either until that night, and it was really funny.
That's dope.
But Eliza Schlesinger was like supposed to. I think she was on the bill originally. Maybe she dropped out, but then randomly, when they were introducing the next person, Ali Wong was on the ticket,
That's
and she
dope.
was fucking. She was fire. She was funny. She's so cute too.
You think she's hot?
I do. I think she's like she's very petite Asian lady. Like probably like 5 foot, maybe
So like
5
the-
foot square. One moment.
Un momento. Un
I-
momento, por favor,
I've
señores.
been trying for years to get all my friends to
Ducks in a row.
kind of indulge in the same temptations you could say that I have. I've been a big fan of sneakers for a
BDSM?
long time, and that's a whole nother episode, Sean. But I think last year when we went to Europe, we were like making headway into getting Sean into being a sneakerhead.
Think so.
And I believe he's wearing some nice Ultra Boosts on right now. He's got some Jordan 1s. He's got some Dunks.
Got some dunks.
And I just wanted to
special
say
dunks, though, just
happy,
dunks.
happy birthday.
Yeah, we want to say
Well,
happy
thank
birthday
And
to him.
I think officially you're a sneakerhead
Well,
now.
you will be
because
officially now
what-
a
Hold on.
sneakerhead. Yes.
Feel like-
Because Josh and I have been so kind and gift our brother.
I'm really.
Oh, this is from Trey's.
I was like, a used condom?
Is that my heroin balloon?
But also to anoint you into the sneaker club.
Fuck.
We got you some.
Oh,
Motherfucking Panda
I'm a
dunks.
panda.
Sean's exclusive.
Damn, I'm
Sean's
exclusive. I can come out of the small van now.
Sean's exclusive.
You've
now.
got broads in Atlanta.
Damn, panda.
Panda.
Hey, let's go to. I gotta go Europe. Stat. Thank you, guys.
Happy
Shit, let me-
birthday.
let me-
Happiest
let
of
me-
birthdays.
let me get
Happiest
a-
of birthdays.
Let me pour some shots real
Happiest of birthdays to my
Thank
big
you.
bro.
Thank you. I feel like I'm now in the crew.
You in the crew, baby.
Yeah. These are dope.
Right?
Yeah, I actually hated on them for a long time until now I'm holding them in my hand. And they're way cooler now that I'm holding them in my hand. I was always looking down at people. I'm like, those are some
No, you
base-
official. It's official. It's official.
Dang. So does that mean that these will become my beaters and I have to buy another pair?
Sad to say.
Yeah. So basically, you guys
If
set,
you want to flex,
you guys
then
set
yes.
me up to buy another pair of shoes.
Yes. If you
Yeah.
want to be a flexer, yes.
That's dope.
Right?
Yeah.
You deserve it, Mr. Sneaker.
Thank you.
Get in the game.
I guess I am in it.
He's in the game.
I'm rather be in this game than heroin. So thanks.
You got to get out and get in where you fit in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the sneaker game
Sheesh.
any day over the black tar game.
We had a good pod. It was a good pod. I
Thank
appreciate
you all.
y'all.
Thank you all.
I appreciate everyone watching us. And I also, Josh is in the other room, but I want to take the time to publicly thank Mr. Josh and Mr. Sean Corey for jumping into this endeavor that we have going on with me. I don't know why they did it, but I'm truly grateful that they did. Why did you want to do a podcast?
With you?
In
general?
Yeah.
Well, I figured as a white guy, if I do a podcast with a black dude and a Filipino dude, it's probably going to boost my street cred up.
And these are the monsters I've built. They were not like
It's going
this.
to diversify my portfolio. We're basically keeping affirmative action around without being affirmative acted.
So we're both right.
Yeah, so we're all on the right. No, we've been. Oh, what the fuck?
Happy birthday to you. Happy
What even is
birthday
that?
to Sean. Happy birthday, Mr. Sean Matthew Corey Pickering.
What am I looking at?
This is a mango cake from Red Ribbon Bakery, a Filipino institution.
Fuck. Happy birthday to me. 3 years old.
Only the best for the best. Sheesh. Happy birthday.
Did you wish for affirmative action to be reinstated?
He did.
It did.
Well done. Let's see. Your move now.
Well done.
Your move now, Supreme Court.
Come on, universe.
Mate, Supreme Court.
Come on. I got you. Thank you, guys. I was really surprised. I feel very surprised.
Were you surprised by the pandas?
Oh, yeah. Completely. Very
Good.
much so. Yeah.
Good.
I know that's not going to come up because I wasn't talking into the mic.
I also I was surprised by the pandas and the cake. Actually surprised by it all. I feel like I was
Well,
touched
that's
by an
great.
angel.
Because we love you, and you
Aw.
deserve nothing but the best, and also mango things.
Yup. So without further ado, we're gonna sign off.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening in. We appreciate every single one of you.
We appreciate all of you.
I appreciate you guys more than our fans, though.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Like and
You can find me
subscribe.
at dearest_rat. You can also hit up the pod at almost never pod or at almost never pod.
find me
Almost
at
never
Doja
pod
the
at
producer.
gmail.com.
And
Sorry.
find me at
Doja the producer. You find him at
Sean Coy Pickering.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We love you. We out. Peace.
Later.
Ba, 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 ba.